So you've been listening to President Biden there, once again, touting his economic policies, says they are working to grow the country, grow the economy, bring down inflation. He says that wages are now outpacing inflation. Our economic panel is joining us now, Doug Holtz-Eakin, Robert Wolf. Thanks for joining us. As mentioned, we would listen to what he had to say and obviously bring in the facts here. Real GDP growth under this president is up 2% in the latest quarter, 2023. It was up 6.3% when he took office. So that growth has come down. When you're talking about wage growth, real wages, meaning accounting for inflation that has gone up under this president, real wage growth, it's down. It's down 3%. It was $11.39 an hour in 2021. It's now $11.05 an hour, down 34 cents an hour. These are just the facts. Headline inflation up 3%. It was 1.4% when he took office. It appears that he is out there again pushing what is just not the case that the American people are living through. Douglas, what is your reaction to what you just heard?
Well, I think one of the reasons Bidenomics is not popular is that it's not for everyone. It is for his favored constituencies. So he just did a full-throated support of the Jones Act, one of the worst pieces of legislation this country has ever seen. The Jones Act makes sure that prices stay high for every American consumer. Great for those union guys. Everyone else loses. It cripples the emergency response for Puerto Rico in the event of a natural disaster. Oh, great for the union guys, but hey, what happened to the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico? Nothing. So this is a policy that says, okay, I don't have something for everyone. I don't want to have a rising tide that lifts all boats. I want to make sure that, union jobs are good. Well, if you're in a right-to-work state, he's not for you. So these are not policies that are for America. They are for the favored constituencies of this administration and not for the average American.
I'm going to get Robert Wolf to respond to that, while also noting that because the Federal Reserve has had to raise interest rates so aggressively to tackle inflation that has happened under this administration, you've now got a significant drop in new home sales, for example. They have come down by almost 200,000 over the past 2 years under this presidency. Meanwhile, average home prices are up, and the average home now $416,000 in this country. Sales of new and existing homes, existing home sales are down 35%. So why is it that this administration thinks that embracing this term Bidenomics is going to help them as this president is running for election again?
Is that to me?
Robert Wolf. Yes, sir.
Yeah, great. I mean, I think, I must have heard a different speech. I thought he said we have more work to do. We have to continue to keep bringing inflation down, invest in America, made in America. I mean, look at two of the purple states, Georgia and Arizona, going to be spending over $100 billion. Okay, on new plants with respect to batteries and climate action. I mean, I think this president, I know you're going to disagree. I think we're going to have the wind at our back. I don't think we're going to go into recession. I actually think we're going to continue to have stronger jobs with infrastructure and manufacturing. I think that's what we're seeing. And we'll know.
Well, nobody's making a prediction here. We're not making a prediction. We're just talking about an alternate set of facts that the president is touting on the stage.
Sandra, it is not alternate. We've had 13 million jobs. Inflation's come down for 12 straight months. Supply chains are the best they've been in 4 years.
Since we came out of the pandemic, needs to be pointed out. Doug,
Robert,
go ahead.
Can I ask Robert a question?
You can't ignore
Robert, can I ask you a question?
Yes. Go ahead, Douglas.
Robert,
and Douglas, you've been there under Bush. It goes in ebbs and flows. You know that.
Go ahead, Douglas.
The vast majority of jobs in America are in the service sector. Why doesn't the president care about them? There's nothing for them.
Yeah, what do you mean? The service sector is 80% of our economy, and it's where wages has increased
and there is
the most.
nothing in Bidenomics for them. You just listened to this speech. What did he say about what he's doing for the service sector? Nothing.
This speech today is on
They're promised higher taxes, higher regulations.
Okay. It's a fair point.
That's what he's promised them.
Yeah, I disagree. These projects are being actually coming to fruition faster than in years past. That's why there's 35,000 of them. Look what's happening in Kentucky. Look what's happening in these red states that are actually all of a sudden being vibrant in manufacturing. Maybe we're looking at different things.
I think
that's
the point.
I think my facts actually speak truth.
That's the point.
But just like the EV push, I mean, he's touting these wind turbines. Who makes those, Robert? China? A majority of them still coming from China?
He even said it's being made.
They're trying to.
Maybe you heard a different speech, Sandra. He said in Colorado. He said,
that's right.
Sandra,
it's
Colorado is making those. Didn't you hear? He said Colorado is making the turbines and the panels.
Very small percentage of them. I don't know the numbers. I will.
Actually, his Inflation Reduction Act, Sandra, his Inflation Reduction Act has to be made in America.
That Inflation Reduction Act, how's that going? Douglas, real quick, final thought.
It's going well. 12 straight months. It's going down. 12 straight months.
What we have...
Not down. Inflation is not down.
We're getting speeches...
Down.
Speeches and defenses of Bidenomics that are examples, not evidence of good policies.
I appreciate the debate. Inflation is up 3% year over year. That is the fact. I understand the way you're trying to spin it.
Down 12 straight months from where it was. It was at 9%.
Hey, look, important debate, important discussion. It does appear that with polling and what we're hearing on the ground, people are feeling something different than what is being touted by the administration.
Today's Reuters poll was at 74%. People are happy and satisfied.
Copy that. Thanks, gentlemen. Appreciate it. We'll have you back soon.